You're right, thank you.
Okay, roll call.
Right. Braun,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Okay, pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Confirmation of appropriate meeting notice.
meeting notice were posted last Friday at the library post office in City Hall.
Thank you. Council acceptance of agenda.
Motion to accept.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Braun,
Yes.
Motion passes. Personal appearances, there's no one in the audience here except for the chief and Sam, and from the reporter, and Howard from Public Works, so none of you guys have anything you want to bring up? And doesn't look like anybody out there in TV land wants to, so we'll move on to the minutes from April 5th.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any corrections or additions? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Braun,
Yes.
Motion passes. Andy, Finance Committee.
Yes, finance met this evening at 6:15. I'll make a motion to approve bills and payroll in the amount of $222,602.84.
Second. Any questions on the bills? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Braun,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
There were no license applications to approve, so I'll move on to motion to approve public event packet for Edgerton United Methodist Church worship in the park and waive any fees. Also provide city services. Ask the group to adhere to county health regulations that are in place at the time, and if things change, they may need to be revisited.
And I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I have a question. Maybe it's just semantics, but we've been saying regulations, and it's always been guidelines from the
Guidelines.
county. So I guess my concern is, I mean, who would stop something like this from happening? If it gets worse, just what we've seen in the last year, what's really gonna happen? I mean, Brock County's phase level could change based on more cases in Beloit. I don't wanna stop any of these events from happening because of that. So, not to be a stickler about it, but it's just like in the real world of what we've been dealing with here with COVID, I don't wanna stand in the way of these folks doing these events. I mean, I can't imagine how bad it would have to be for us to say, you're not gonna do any of these things.
I took it as an opportunity for us to be able to revisit because of something that is unknown to us.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't want to stand in the way either, but it was just something that allowed us the opportunity to revisit it. If all of a sudden the county comes back and says, whoa, I don't think that necessarily means we follow it. It means we keep it open to revisit as an option.
I would say if things did turn south, if you will, or sour, that would be an opportunity for us as council to revisit the fact whether we have our staff or Howard's staff provide the services, kind of replicate what we did last year. We didn't stop anybody from having something, but we did not provide city services.
Okay.
So I think that kind of could make a difference. Like you said, we don't want to stop anybody, but we also have to make sure that the employees are
Right.
well taken care of too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But I do agree with you, changing the wording from regulations to guidelines is a good
Because that's
idea.
typically what it's been for
You're right.
the county, yeah.
So does that kind of answer?
It does, I just don't want to give the perception out there that we're still like holding the permit or
Hostage?
whatever, any of these organizers from freely moving ahead and planning these events.
No, because the motion is approving it, waiving the fees and to provide city services, so.
Okay, okay,
No.
that's what I was looking for.
Good question.
I missed the second on that one, sorry.
That was Tim, also.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes,
Motion passes.
motion to approve public event packet for July 3rd, Edgerton Lions Club fireworks with the same, for suggested stipulations, I guess you would call them, as the previous event packet. I could repeat them all, but they're the same. I'll save everybody time.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? This is Saturday night, so, or wait, Sunday night.
well, I think it's.
Saturday,
I think it's
Saturday. So make sure you have a good time out there. Roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Motion passes.
motion to approve public event packet for Edgerton Conservation Club's Kid Fishing Derby with the same four stipulations.
I'll second.
Any discussion? If you have small kids that might like to fish, it's a good experience, but it's also up against the setting of my parade, which might happen this year.
Ah, if it does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
motion to approve public event packet for Edgerton Library's Summer Reading Programs event on June 30th and July 26th with the same four stipulations.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
motion to approve a bid for a Ford hybrid in the amount of $35,959 from Ewald Automotive, for a police vehicle, which is higher than the budgeted amount last year. However, Chief has indicated that we will see a savings in gas prices, as well as we are being environmentally safe, thank you, safer.
I'll second.
This is Burdick. I'd just like to say, Chief, thanks for some well worked on research on that project. It's very good. A lot of good input.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Ron,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Motion passes.
motion to approve sidewalk bid for Lord Street project to the lowest bidder, which was Johnson Brothers, in the amount of $3,160.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes,
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
motion to approve the extension of Badgerland refuse and recycling contract with an extension of 2 years to make it a 7-year contract.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
yes,
Burdick,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the amendment to City of Edgerton Resolution 22-20D, 2021 salary resolution to increase summer DPW part-time help wage, raising the pay to $12 per hour.
Second.
Any discussion? I've got one,
Just,
go ahead, Jim.
go ahead. No, I just wanted to say, I was, at finance, you guys covered it really well, and Tim, you had a very good point about us bringing that average down. And at personnel, we kind of just threw out a couple of bucks an hour, like Howard thought and everything, so going to 12, I think, was a very good, outcome of the, finance, so it was good. Personnel probably agreed wholeheartedly with that.
Thank you. I had one question on the increase every year. Leaving that at a quarter, is that something that should be maybe increased to?
You mean a return for the returning?
Yeah.
we might want to cap then at some point. I mean, we've had, the pool in particular is one where over the years, we've had people return for 20 years.
Right.
You know, as a supervisor. So at some point, we had to cap it because of the, you know, it was kind of,
I wonder if that's something we would want to look at next year, well, unless by the time they,
So right now, does it leave it at the quarter, was that,
we'll have no returners this year.
right, this year?
So-
This year we won't, but,
Otherwise, yes, it would be 25 cents unless you could make that motion now if you wish to change it if you want. Next year, you'll have another opportunity to look at this.
If memory serves, I think only one other surrounding community used the returning adder. I think everybody else had a range that they allowed, so I was okay with the, at 12.
and
That was correct. I went back and double checked, Tim. It was 50 cents per returning seasonal employee in Whitewater. So I feel like that might be something that we can revisit after this season.
good.
any other discussion? Other than, let's see if we can find somebody to help you out. Roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Braun,
Yes.
Langen, Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
yes,
Burdick,
Yes.
Motion passes.
And that's it for finance.
Thank you. Anything to come forward from utilities?
Yeah, we met on April 12th. The only thing was a brief update on the South Main project.
Thank you. Anything from personnel?
Oh boy, yes, sorry, guys. Personnel met on April 14th, and we are extremely happy to announce that we took action on hiring as the City Hall Administrative Assistant. At that time, the motion was to award the position to Shannon Colson based on a favorable outcome of drug testing, and Shannon started today. So we have a new administrative assistant in the front here.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
The next one is, consider adopting City of Edgerton Declaration recognizing and honoring Alderperson Ann Radke. I will read this before the motions are made, if that's okay. City of Edgerton Declaration recognizing and honoring Alderperson Ann Radke for her public service to the City of Edgerton. Whereas Ann Radke is serving a second term as Alderperson after taking a few years out of office, respectively served the district's residents of the 3rd District and the entire City of Edgerton as Alderperson from April 2019 through April 2021. And whereas Ann Radke's second tenure on the Edgerton City Council coincided with the hiring of the Municipal Services Director, the reconstruction of Sweeney Road, Henderson Street, and West Rollins Street, the creation of the tourism district, the installation of a gravel bed and linear arboretum, the sale of the Veterans Memorial Building, and the awarding of grants for the reconstruction of South Main Street. And whereas Ann Radke served on the Plan Commission, Utility Commission, Public Safety Committee, and the Economic Development Corporation. And whereas the city of Edgerton was served well by Ann Radke throughout her time as alderperson through the promotion of community involvement and dedication to the community. Now therefore it be resolved, the City of Edgerton Common Council on behalf of the entire City of Edgerton hereby recognizes and honors Ann Radke for her public service to the citizens of Edgerton as alderperson. Commends her for her dedication to the community, thanks her for her active role in many activities, and wishes her well in her future endeavors.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Well, I'd like to thank you all for your kind words and for all the stuff you have shared with me through the years. After serving 3 terms with everybody through the years, it's been very interesting and I've learned a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ann.
Thanks,
Do we have a motion?
Yes.
And we had a second? Okay,
Oh, I would like one more thing.
okay.
Round of applause for Ann, please.
Roll call.
Davis,
Yes?
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
I'll abstain.
Burdick,
Yes.
Braun.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with 1 abstention. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item is Mayor Alderperson and staff reports. Got drug take back Saturday at the police station from 10 to 2.
Yes.
This week. Nothing different than any other times.
Nope,
No
drive to the
needles.
back. Drive to the back, we'll pick up your used drugs, instead of throwing them in the landfill, and we destroy them, by incinerating them. So if you have anything used, clean out your cabinets and drop them off between 10 and 2.
And no sharps again.
And if you miss it, the drug box is still on the side of the police station.
So, bottle and all, or do you empty the
No,
bottle?
no. No sharps and no liquids.
But
So.
if you have the
basically,
plastic bottle and you have drugs, do you dump the drugs out and give you just the drugs?
Give us the whole thing.
The
We'll
whole
take
thing.
care of that too. We'll empty it for you, and we roll all the plastic in a recycling bin. And then Badgerland will pick it up on Monday.
There you go. Bright and early.
That
Hey,
was all-
Chief.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Chief, you said no used, or no liquids, but you said used drugs. Isn't that contradictory?
Sarah, you had something?
I just wanted, I'm pretty sure this Saturday is also electronic drop-off day as well, collection. Is that correct, Howard?
Oh, the 24th, is that?
That might be, I'd have to double check the
I
calendar.
have a
I
feeling
think
it is.
I saw that somewhere.
I believe you're right.
The newsletter, maybe?
What are the hours on that? I just wanted to be clear because I wasn't 100% sure what they would be myself.
For the drug drop-off, it's 10 to 2.
No, for the,
Electronics, that's 2 to 10.
I don't know, I'll have to get back to you.
That's usually only in the morning, I
Yeah.
think, if I recall.
Yeah, we'll post it on Facebook. Sarah, we'll send an email out to the council too, but thank you for reminding us of that. We need to get our.
Right, great. That works great because there's only one in the spring and one in the fall. So,
right. And the other thing is, Arbor Day observance will be on April 29th, a day ahead of Arbor Day because school is out and they want to do something with the school at Central Park again.
Dickinson Park.
Dickinson Park. Right. Closer to the school for 'em. That's all I have, so if somebody wants to go into that next item, or if somebody else has anything.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.851E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. Discuss and consider cell tower land lease.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis,
Yes.
Langen,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Radke,
Yes.
Burdick,
Yes.
Ron.
Yes.
Motion passes. We are in closed session.
For those of you on the council, you can stay on. As soon as everyone else is off, we will get started with closed session.